Yes, awesome. Cool. GM. Hi. Hi, everyone. So, yeah, so good to see you all. Fantastic. Amazing. Cool. I can see more and more people are coming in at the moment. So we'll give it a couple of minutes before we get going immediately. Awesome. Yeah. Hi, Machet. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that wrong. But yeah, hi from Poland, he says. Anyone else? Drop in where you're based, where you're from. Greetings from Denmark, amazing. Switzerland, Hong Kong. Whoa, there's so many awesome places. Nigeria, wow. London, amazing. Portugal. This is so awesome. So good to see you all here. Okay, fantastic. I can see more and more people. Okay, so I think we can probably get started. So welcome. I'm so excited to have you guys here. Welcome to the Digital Identity Hackathon launch. Here we go. So hopefully you can all see my screen. And yeah, hopefully we can get going. So, hi. I'm Angela. I am the program manager for this hackathon. I'm super excited. Some of you might know me already from some of the other Encode programs, but if not, you can figure out who I am on my Twitter or also, DM on Discord as well. You should have seen some notifications from me already. So about Encode Club, if this is your first hackathon with us, we are a Web3 education community. We help devs learn how to build and work through their career paths in Web3. So what we do, we run lots of different programs, educates, hackathons, accelerators, boot camps. I'm sure many of you have seen some of these on our website. We also help recruit with recruitment and help developers try and get jobs in Web3. So what is this hackathon? This hackathon is all about digital identity. It's a 4-week hackathon centered around digital identity with Onyx by JP Morgan as our sponsor. And we also have several other partners as well, ZK Sync, Biconomy, Visa, Lens, Magic, and then Decentralized Identity Foundation. Cool. So I would like to welcome Omji from Encode Club to the stage, and she'll give a couple of words.
So everyone, happy to see you. I can see some of the familiar faces and some new faces. It's good to see you, everyone, GM, all the builders, partners, digital pioneers. I want to welcome all of you to the Digital Identity Hackathon hosted by Encode Club and sponsored by Onyx, JP Morgan, and all the amazing partners. This is going to be an amazing 4-week sprint into the future of online identity. This is an amazing moment because we are at the crossroad of the digital era where the preservation of our identity and ensuring robust security and privacy is so important. And we have amazing partners with a millions experience joining this time to help you out. So this is not just tech challenge, but call to reshape the way to think, interact, and transact in this world. So in Web3, we have been exploring this a lot, and this is going to be a great experiment where social interaction, financial mechanism blend seamlessly. We are still exploring things around. It means that we need a fresh idea, fresh tires from you. So this time, we have a lot of different possibilities and untapped potential, which can be also introduced by our partners, introducing their tech, use cases, some idea. So let's imagine together the world where we can use our digital identity to empower us. And privacy is not just an option, but it has been already set since beginning. And we can innovate a lot of different use cases powering this Web3 infrastructure. We can make B2B payments and using the magic of account abstraction to enable mass adoptions coming along the way. That's one thing I'm always saying in every hackathon is every revolutionary journey is always riddled with the self-doubt. A lot of hackers are asking us if their project is not good enough to submit. So if imposter syndrome creeps in, remember that we are here. Angela, and all the mentors going to be here to help you. You belong in this group. We all have faced that problem. We're going to be supporting you with a technical workshop, one-on-one mentoring. You can always ping us. We will stand by here to supporting you. Now, we'd love to see all the solutions come to your minds, and we're going to build it together. So this hackathon not only about learning digital identity, but also you can share your visionary ideas for the future. So everyone, welcome to the hackathon, and we are very excited to see all the solutions you're going to build, learn and build, and please submit your project.
Awesome. Thank you so much, OMG. Okay, well, back to the slides. So I'd love to welcome George from Onyx by JP Morgan. Oh, I've lost my tongue here. I'd love to welcome George to the stage. Hi, George.
Hello. Hi, everyone. This is super exciting. It's been like, months in the works. And yeah, thank you, Angela, for the intros. And also wanted to say like a thank you to Encode Club. It's been a monumental effort behind the scenes, like getting to where we are today. And we're super excited. And thank you, obviously, to all the fellow sponsors of the hackathon, and very excited to see what you guys, the developers, are going to come up with combining our open source code, which we're going to talk about shortly, as well as all the other challenges that the fellow sponsors are offering. So I also wanted to take the chance to just introduce like myself and Onyx as well. So my name is George. I run digital identity at Onyx by JP Morgan. What is Onyx? So Onyx is basically a few hundred engineers, product people, designers, all with one thing in mind, which is how can we innovate using blockchain, be it public or permissioned. And we specifically we as in digital identity within Web3 Labs. So we very much want to innovate of seeing what the art of the possible is. And the code that we're very much making available for this hackathon, we actually open sourced our self-sovereign identity SDK just a few weeks ago. So that's available now. You will see it at the end of the following presentation. You can scan the QR codes, but equally, I'm sure Encode will share them along. And we also have an API, which you can use to claim your like Onyx dummy credentials, your mock credentials of like your proof of balance, as well as your Onyx verifiable like customer credential. The 5 challenges or tracks rather that we are providing for this hackathon very much revolve around the SDK itself. So under the SDK, you will see like 5 specific asks that very much involve innovating within that, within the SDK itself, and how to make that better and more robust and more secure. But then equally, you'll notice there are like 4 other tracks that revolve around privacy. So how can we prove who we are without like revealing everything about ourselves? And there are many interesting ways that you can do that, and also, keen to see how you all like solve for that. And also finance and identity. So given we're JP Morgan, that's an obvious track. By finance, it's both traditional finance and also like DeFi. Like how can we allow the implementation of identity within the finance space to allow for more use cases, for maybe more pinpointed way of borrowing and lending, and so on. And then the 4th one is social integration. So you have here Lens and many others, but how can you use your identity not just for quote unquote functional uses like KYC and so on, but for self-expression, for showing more of who you are, for enabling to interact with people in ways that you couldn't do before under the Web 2 construct. And then finally, it's an open track, right? So whatever you want to come up with, go for it. We're excited to see, just do whatever. We're really excited to see what you can come up with there. And to help support you with all these challenges, you will see like 4 workshops that Onyx is running, but equally many of the sponsors are running their workshops as well. But the 4 workshops are running. So right after this, we're going to do the Onyx, like just an overall intro to decentralized identity. And then tomorrow you have a in-depth SDK workshop that will be run by Angela from the Onyx side, one of the engineers. And then after that, you'll have building with like verifiable credentials. How can you use VCs on chain? And then finally, next week, you will have our own Onyx design team that are going to come in with their frameworks to help. How do we think about solving the challenges? Because you have the tech skills, you have the ideas, but how do you frame it in a certain way to equip you with all you need in order to maximize your chances of winning? So yeah, that's all from me, and you'll hear from me again in the workshop right after this. So thank you, Angela.
Thank you so much, George. Yeah, that scared me for a moment there. I was like, am I running a workshop tomorrow? No, your lovely colleague is instead, thank goodness. So let's move on. I'm going to get this bit bigger. Cool. So what happens during the hackathon? So hopefully you've all registered. You can form a team, or you can work solo. We're going to be running loads of workshops throughout this hackathon. You'll build your project, you'll get one-to-one mentorship along the way, and then finally, hopefully, submit your project. So again, we are providing both kind of technical support through these workshops, and we're also hoping to stay in touch with you guys through the Discord community, as well as having, one-to-one meetings. And hopefully you should have been able to see that I've offered my Calendly in your onboarding email. So if you would like to reach out to me, please do so there. I would love to go through some of the challenges and prizes. So we have the overall prize for anyone using Onyx's technology in some way. And you can see here some of these awesome prizes. First place is 10K, second place 5K, and third place 2K. And again, yes, this is open for everyone. So this is such an exciting big grand prize. And as George mentioned earlier, we have the different tracks. So track 1, SDK specific challenges. This is a quick overview of this track, but you can view the descriptions in more detail on our website and in the Hacker Pack. So I'll run through these again quickly. So track 2, the finance and identity intersection. Again, as George was saying, really, really interesting to be able to see whether or not you trust who you say you are. Social identity integration. Here we go. Yeah. Social applications is a big thing, really exciting stuff right now. So hopefully, this is an equally intriguing track to go for. Privacy. This is a big thing in the industry, of course, as we all know. So this is, again, super exciting, and I'm not sure how you guys will be able to choose just one track to stick with. And finally, identity innovation. Finding solutions, new innovative things to help this industry go forwards. Simon asks, can you submit multiple projects? Yes, you can. If you want to go for multiple tracks, yeah, you can go for whatever you choose. I don't think that there is a limit. Really exciting to see what you guys will come up with. Cool. I would love to now invite Bikeonomy to the stage to go through their bounties and challenges. Hi, Rahat. How are you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Not too bad. Feel free to go ahead and explain, a bit more about Bikeonomy and what your challenges are.
Yeah, definitely. So, hey all, my name is Rahat. I'm head of developer relations at Bikeonomy. Super excited to be part of this hackathon. Thank you to Encode and the folks at JP Morgan at Onyx for having us be part of this. So we have a couple of prizes available for the best use cases of like using Onyx along with our SDK, as well as a couple other prizes there too. But this is one of the bigger ones that I guess we'll be focusing on is the Onyx and Bikeonomy SDK integration. So we really want to see like how you use the concept of digital identity in Web3 and enhance it with better user experience. Because right now the user experience in Web3 is not the best that it could be. What we kind of provide for you is the full stack account abstraction SDK that will allow you to tap into all parts of the ERC-4037 flow. So we've got bundlers, paymasters, smart accounts that you can use to enhance your user experience for your dApps. because if we're going to be leveraging, digital identity, we want to do it in a way that's easy and intuitive for folks who are coming in and using your apps. We're going to have a workshop on Friday that will actually teach you how to use the Biconomy SDK along with Onyx's SDK. So you'll be able to see how the two technologies can work together, and hopefully that'll give you some awesome ideas for what you can do to build out for this hackathon. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rahat. Yeah, I also have all of the challenges on these slides as well, so you can quickly go through them, anyone. And of course, these are all on the website and the Hacker Pack. Thank you so much, Rahat, for discussing with us. Awesome. So I'd love to move on to our next partner, Lens. Thanks so much, Rahat. Awesome. So as I think it's Nada, as Nada is getting ready. Awesome. Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm not too bad. Pretty good at the moment. So I'd love for you to tell us a little bit more about you, Lens, and your challenges.
Yeah, totally. Sorry, it looks like my microphone isn't set up properly. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, very clearly.
Okay, good. So I'm with Lens, and we are a protocol and a suite of SDKs, APIs, and services, and a platform really for building out social applications. And we have quite a bit of things that are available for developers to use, like I mentioned, our SDKs and our APIs and things like that, to kind of get started really easily. So even if you know nothing about Lens at all, you can write maybe 2 or 3 lines of code and kind of get started building on a social graph. So I would definitely suggest taking a look at a couple of Lens applications. So Lenster, Orb are 2 really good ones. You can create a handle on testnet permissionlessly by going to our documentation, and you'll see in the Getting Started guide how to do that. And just playing around with everything. And like I said, just spend about 5 minutes learning how to get started, and you can kind of get a feel for whether or not you'd like to try building with Lens. So we have a Discord available. We have a lot of resources that are out there. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in either the Lens Discord or this Hackathon Discord for Encode Club. We'll be keeping an eye on it there.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And yeah, so here are the 2 different challenges, everyone. Hopefully you can see that. Awesome. Do you want to speak any more about that, Nada, or are you all good?
No, I think that's it on my end.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you so much for coming and introducing yourself to everyone.
We're
excited. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, cool. So I'm going to move on to our next partner to speak. So Visa, super exciting to welcome you. I'm not sure if everyone here realized we recently just announced. So you might have seen on our Twitter. Yeah, cool. So as Catherine from Visa is getting ready, just going to quickly look through the chat. I think some of my team members have been responding. Andreas is asking if there is a Notion page. Yes, that's the Hacker Pack. You can see the link in the Discord channel. Hopefully, yeah. If not, I'll send it to you in a moment. Hi, Catherine. How are you?
Hi, Angela. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Good to
awesome.
see you.
Good to see you as well.
Yeah, thank you for having us. We're very excited to be a sponsor in this Identity Hackathon, certainly a first for us as well. So very excited to see how this turns out to be. I think a lot of you know what Visa does today. We're a payment provider. We work very closely with our banking partners, fintech partners, and the like in the ecosystem to really enable payments. But as many of you would imagine, that there's a lot of identity challenges that arise from that. And hence, our challenge for this specific hackathon is very much focused in terms of the payments use cases in which you can think about anything relevant to apply here. I believe we do have a workshop to be hosted as well in this week. So we would be very interested to sharing more of our current activities, especially in the Web3 and blockchain related space when it comes to payments. So looking forward to seeing you guys there.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Catherine. Yes, we're really looking forward to this as well. Thank you. Awesome.
Thank you so much for having us.
You're very welcome. Awesome. So I will move on to our next partner, Magic. And I think I will be joined by Srinjoy.
Hello.
Hi. There we go. Perfect. Good timing. Hello. Yeah, would you like to explain a little bit more about you, Magic, and your challenge?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Srinjoy. I'm from Vancouver, Canada. I'm a product manager for the Magic Labs team. I work primarily with like developer experience and blockchain. But yeah, Magic offers a pretty robust platform for developers to really get into Web3. We provide one-click wallets, fiat on-ramps, authentication, and key management. We have decentralized identifiers built right into our wallets and SDK, so we couldn't be more excited to like participate in digital identity and really see what kind of use cases you guys can come up with. Most of our challenges and successes have been with use cases that are targeted at very much like the average consumer, working with like large brands like Mattel and Macy's and 7-Eleven. So you can kind of think like, what does that average experience look like dealing with those types of brands? And so what we're really most interested in is like consumer-facing digital identity solutions, utilizing Magic and as well as digital identity. So if you end up using the Magic SDK, you'll be eligible for our prize pool of 5K, and we'll be handing out a bunch of runner-ups and first place prizes too. But otherwise, all of our info will be on magic.link, and you can go over there to kind of get started. But I'll also be delivering a workshop on Friday, kind of showing you how to get started with our wallets. But yeah, looking forward to interacting with everyone over the coming days.
Yeah, sounds amazing. Can't wait for your workshop. And yeah, I guess if anyone wants to get access to the link, maybe you can pop that in the chat. Cool. Thank you so much. All right, I'll move on. Okay, so we are moving on to the ZK Sync challenges. Let me check if the team members have been able to join the session. And if not, you get me walking you through the different challenges. In the meantime, though, I'm going to quickly scan through the chat again. I know that quite a few questions have come in, and I can see that my team members have been trying to answer as we go along. But yeah, I think so. Checking through the chat. Jake's asking, do you have to implement all 5 features to run for the single prize of $2,500, or does each feature get judged independently? Which single prize were you referring to? If you could, for track 1, that's purely just that track, so you don't need to implement. Oh, sorry, yes, the SDK one. I think those are just suggestions of what you could do, and the best projects there are eligible for the top prize. If you need more clarification on that, feel free to drop a little message in the Discord channel. There should be a dedicated area for each track or bounty challenge. So yes, George has replied in the chat independently, completely up to you. So yeah, it really is open to whatever you guys come up with. It's all about creating something cool and new and you know, shaping it to be what you'd like it to be. Okay, so I think that we don't have currently a member of the ZK Sync team here, so I can go through this myself. So the ZK Sync challenge is structured in a way, so there is a pool prize of 20K across 3 different I guess tracks or challenges. First one is the Paymasters challenge. So using the Paymasters to create something new. So this suggestion is this bounty could involve creating a novel implementation of a paymaster contract within an application flow. So pretty good. Just implement a paymaster that's novel and new. Great. They also have a wallets and smart accounts challenge. So develop and showcase a wallet that takes full advantage of ZK Sync Era's account as abstraction native implementation. And the last challenge is the Onyx SSI SDK and ZK Sync AA open track. So open track to collaborate with the Onyx SSI SDK and with ZK Sync Era's account abstraction. But I think that is the only requirement for this. So it's quite open, again, to whatever you guys feel like you want to build. So just to clarify as well, all of those 3 challenges go towards the 20K prize pool. So yeah, the best projects there will be eligible for the prize. Hope that all makes sense. So let's run over some FAQs quickly. I'll just make this a little bigger. Who can take part? Anyone. This hackathon is open to anyone, whether this is your first or your 100th hackathon. Yeah, feel free to take part. So where can you find other resources for this hackathon? You can find the link to the hacker pack in your onboarding email. If you haven't received that yet, don't worry, we will send out another round of reminders later today after the launch. Can I enter an existing project? Yes, as long as you show that you've introduced significant feature improvements. In that sense, we are not kind of penalizing anyone for having a good concept, but we want you to take that concept and build something new and cool, or add a new feature that really is in line with this hackathon, right? So yeah, we want to see something that you've built on top of. Do you need a team? No, we can help match you with one if you'd like, or you can build solo. It's completely up to you. If you are looking for a team member, feel free to drop some messages in the Discord or message me and I can help organize that together. And again, yes, so where does this organization happen? In Discord. And finally, will there be technical support? Yes, we will be putting you guys in contact with all of the kind of technical people from our sponsors, as well as I think we've got a couple of mentors or people who are able to advise each other. Each of you, I mean. Awesome. Cool. So a couple of key dates. So today's the launch event, very exciting. We've got the workshop starting in allegedly 1 minute, so I'll try and speed this up. This workshop is starting right after this, so please do stick around. This is really, really awesome if you want to learn more about decentralized identity. Then this week, for the rest of the week and next week, we will continue with more workshops. And finally, in about 4 weeks' time, we have the submission deadline, followed by the finale and prize giving a few weeks after that. So workshops this week, you can give that a skim. You should all have been sent calendar invites. And if you haven't, we will send another round of reminders again via email. And you can also check out the Discord we will be posting before each workshop, so you have the right links and the reminders. So this is this week. We have 5 workshops after today. And next week, we have 4 more as well. Awesome. I hope that makes sense. So next steps, if you haven't joined the Discord, and I can see one of my team members has added the link in the chat, you can join there. So click the link, join Discord, navigate towards the specific hackathon channel. And you can do that by going towards channels and I can't quite remember which one it is. On the top left, there should be a channels and roles, I think, section. If you click on that, you should be able to navigate towards this Digital Identity Hackathon page. You can find teammates on Discord. I can help you as well. Come and join the workshops. Definitely a big part of the next steps and get learning. And then finally, build your project. Cool. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me. Again, email, Discord, Twitter, all good. But that is pretty much it. I don't think I have anything else. So we're a minute over the time, so I will kind of leave it at that. I'm just skimming through these questions quickly, and if it hasn't been answered yet, feel free to drop those in Discord, and yeah, well, hopefully one of the team will get to them. But anyway, stay tuned, because now we are about to jump into our first workshop. Thank you all so much for coming to this launch event. Super excited to begin this hackathon, and yeah, let's go.